high reps to tone up, or heavy weights to fire up your metabolism. From day one of our fitness journeys, we've been told we have to pick a side. That one of these is the secret key to that lean physique you're working your butt off for. But what if I told you the entire debate is a distraction? What if I told you that when it comes to actually losing fat and keeping it off, they're both missing the point? The hard truth is, the number of calories you torch in your workout is almost irrelevant. It's a drop in the bucket. What really matters, what separates the people who get lean and stay lean from those who are stuck yo-yo dieting forever, is the training style that safeguards your metabolism and protects your hard-earned muscle when you're dieting. So in this video, we're finally settling it. We're busting the myth, breaking down the real science, and showing you the one training principle that is the absolute key to getting and staying lean. The calorie-burning lie. All right, let's just rip the Band-Aid off. We've been tricked into thinking the whole point of our gym session is to burn as many calories as possible. You glance at your watch, see 400 calories burned, and think, mission accomplished. But that feeling, as awesome as it is based on a huge misunderstanding. The real battle for fat loss isn't won in the single hour you're in the gym. It's won in the other 23 hours of the day. The only driver of fat loss is a consistent calorie deficit, eating fewer calories than your body uses over time. That's it. No magic pill, no secret workout, just energy balance. So, where does exercise fit in? Well, that workout might burn a few hundred calories, but that number is tiny compared to your body's total daily energy needs. A single mindless snack can completely erase the deficit you fought so hard for. This is why so many people get frustrated. They crush themselves with endless circuits and high-rep sets because it feels like they're melting fat. But when they look in the mirror, nothing has really changed. Why? Because they're aiming at the wrong bullseye. The true purpose of lifting weights during a diet isn't to burn calories. It's to send a loud, clear signal to your body. Preserve our muscle. Because that muscle, that's your secret weapon. It is the single most important asset you have in your quest for a lean, strong body. And the way most people diet is systematically destroying it. If this is already starting to click and you're sick of the endless conflicting advice, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It tells me we're on the right track and that this is a conversation we need to be having. Your metabolism, the engine you can't afford to wreck. I want you to picture your metabolism as a powerful engine. This engine is your resting metabolic rate, RMR, and it's how many calories you burn every single day just keeping the lights on, pumping your heart, breathing, thinking. This engine accounts for the overwhelming majority of your daily calorie burn, way more than any workout. And what's the fuel that keeps this engine roaring? Your muscle. Muscle is metabolically active tissue. The more muscle you have, the bigger and more powerful your engine, and the more calories it burns 24/7, even when you're binge-watching your favorite show. But here's the scary part. When you go into a calorie deficit to lose fat, your body gets nervous. It can't tell the difference between a diet and a famine, so it starts looking for ways to conserve energy to survive. And one of the first things it does is start dumping its most expensive tissue, your muscle. If you diet without sending the right signal through your training, your body will break down that precious muscle for energy. For every pound you lose, a huge chunk of it could be muscle, not just fat. And what happens when you lose muscle? Your engine shrinks. Your metabolism literally slows down. This is a survival mechanism called metabolic adaptation. Your body adapts to the lower calorie intake by burning fewer calories, making it harder and harder to keep losing fat. This is the yo-yo diet trap. You hit a plateau, get frustrated, and slash your calories even more. Maybe you lose a few more pounds, but you're also losing more muscle, kneecapping your metabolism even further. Eventually, who can live like that? You go back to your old eating habits, but now you're stuck with a slower, weaker metabolism, a smaller engine. The result? You regain all the weight, and often, you end up with even more body fat and less muscle than when you started. It's a vicious cycle built entirely on a foundation of muscle loss. The showdown. High reps versus heavy weights reimagined. Okay, now that we know our real mission, preserve muscle to protect our metabolic engine, we can look at the big question through a new lens. Which training style screams, "Keep the muscle," the loudest? Let's look at the classic high-rep, lighter weight approach, the toning zone. We're talking 15, 20, 25 reps per set. When you do this, you feel an insane burn. That feeling is mostly metabolic byproducts like lactate building up. It's a great sign of muscular endurance, and it's fantastic for your type 1, slow-twitch muscle fibers. These fibers are champs at resisting fatigue, but they have the least potential for strength and size. While this style of training does feel like you're working hard, the signal it sends for muscle preservation isn't as forceful. Remember, your body is in famine mode. A lightweight, high-rep workout basically whispers, "Hey, we need to be able to do this easy thing for a long, long time." The body replies, "Cool. I definitely don't need my strongest, most powerful muscle fibers for that. We can let those go." It's a whisper when you need a roar. Now let's flip it and look at heavy, challenging lifting. This means using a weight that's tough for you in a rep range of, say, 5 to 10 reps. To move that heavy load, your body has no choice. It must recruit its biggest, strongest, most powerful type 2 muscle fibers. These are the ones with the most potential for size, and the ones that are the most metabolically active. When you're in a deficit and you demand that your body lift something heavy, you are sending the most powerful signal possible. You are screaming, "I don't care if there's a famine. We need this muscle to lift this heavy stuff to survive. Do not get rid of it. Go burn that fat instead." This is the physiological cue that convinces your body to prioritize burning fat while holding on to muscle. Lifting heavy is fundamentally a muscle-preserving stimulus, which, as we've established, is the real secret to protecting your metabolism while dieting. Now, a huge fear, especially for women, is that lifting heavy makes you bulky. Let's just smash that myth right now. It is physiologically impossible to get big and bulky when you are in a calorie deficit. Building significant muscle requires a calorie surplus. In a fat loss phase, lifting heavy will simply help you hold on to the muscle you've got, leading to that firm, dense, and defined look as the fat melts away. The game plan: how to actually train for fat loss. So does this mean you should never do a set of more than 10 reps again? No, of course not. The solution isn't about being extreme. It's about setting your priorities straight. A great program uses a variety of tools, but it has to be built on the right foundation. Your workouts must be built around a core of heavy compound exercises. These are the big bang for your buck movements: squats, deadlifts, bench presses, overhead presses, and rows. These are your non-negotiables. For these lifts, you should be working in a challenging rep range, somewhere between 5 and 15 reps per set. The goal is progressive overload, always trying to get a little bit stronger over time. That is the muscle-preserving signal. This needs to be the foundation, the 80% of your effort. Stop walking into the gym and starting with a bunch of bicep curls. Start with the hard stuff that actually moves the needle. So where do the higher reps fit in? They're the other 20%. They are perfect for your accessory or isolation work. Think lateral raises, hamstring curls, and tricep pushdowns. After you've sent the main signal with your heavy compound lifts, you can use these higher rep sets, in the 10 to 20 rep range, to hit smaller muscles and get a great pump, which helps deliver nutrients to the muscle. Research shows that as long as you're taking sets close to failure, you can stimulate muscle growth across a variety of rep ranges. Think of it this way. Your workout's main job is to convince your body to keep its muscle. The fat loss is handled by your nutrition outside the gym. Stop chasing the calorie burn and start chasing strength. Strength protects your metabolism. A protected metabolism lets you lose fat for good. Conclusion. All right, let's boil this all down to 3 simple truths. 1. The main goal of your training during a diet is not to burn calories. It is to preserve muscle. 2. Preserving muscle is the only way to protect your metabolism from crashing, which allows you to lose fat efficiently and actually keep it off. 3. Lifting challenging weights in that 5 to 15 rep range sends the strongest signal to your body to keep that precious muscle. Stop getting suckered into the high reps versus heavy weights debate. It's a false choice. Instead, start training with the clear purpose of protecting your body's #1 metabolic asset, your muscle. The real showdown isn't between 2 lifting styles. It's between training randomly and training with intelligence. And now you have the intelligence to win.